Welcome. I'm your host today, Mike Briggs, sitting in. And, we come here every day on Central Valley Talk to introduce you to people and places and things that are good about Fresno, good about the Valley. And now that we're watched worldwide, things that are good about the entire world. Our guest today, or our co-host, I should say, is Connie Altamirano. Connie has a show called Una Hora de Salud con Connie. My Spanish is pretty good, huh? And you've been doing that show here for a couple of years right here on Central Valley Talk.
Yes.
And telling people how to get healthy. And I said, Connie, it's in Spanish. I said, let's do it for our English-speaking audience. And she says, okay, let's do it in English. So we're going to try it.
We're going to try.
Tell me about you and the show and what it's all about.
Okay. We do iridology.
Iridology.
Yes. And we try to find any health problem through the eye. The eye reveals everything in the body. So when something is not working good, we can see it.
In the eye?
In the eye.
Their eyes are red, or there's little veins, or maybe a little smoky, or?
Oh, well, the iris shows the tissue. The tissue at the same time shows if there's any inflammation. It changes colors.
Okay.
It changes also the shape of the area. So we can tell if there's inflammation, if there's something stuck over there not working properly.
All through the iris?
Everything through the iris, yeah.
And do you have to have some sort of special equipment to look at that?
Yeah, we need a little pen light. That's what I use, a pen light and a magnifier lens, so we can see exactly what's wrong with it.
Okay, the eyes are an opening to the rest of the body. It's one of the few places
It's like a window.
open. It's always open.
Yeah.
And you can look at that and kind of help figure out what kind of health needs they have or what kind of nutrition they need?
Yes, yes. We can tell when we see the eye of the person, we can tell if the person eats good, if the person has some bad habits, like when people eat very late at night, we can tell because we can see deficiencies. When you eat very late at night, pancreas works very slow. So we know people are dealing with different sort of problems because of that.
I know that when I go home at night, 5, 6 o'clock, if I just don't eat the rest of the day, I feel so good the next day. But sometimes it's very tempting. But you don't know if that's harming you or not until you have a little analysis. Is that what you do?
That's right.
Look at the eyes, the iris?
Yeah. Yeah, the analysis is very easy to do it, and it takes only like 10 minutes. Unless the person has so many questions, then it takes longer.
Takes a little longer. I ask a lot of questions, don't I?
But it's good, especially if the person doesn't feel good. We do the exam, and we do the questions.
Okay.
And when the person seems to be clear on everything, we always ask, do you have any questions?
Any questions, yeah.
Say.
Well, if it's the first time doing something like this, you're going to have a million questions, I would imagine.
That's right.
But you've done this dozens and dozens and dozens of times.
Oh, yeah. We've been doing this for 30 years almost. Yeah. And when we started doing this with Dr. Jensen, Bernard Jensen, he's one of the pioneers of the iridology. And when we started doing this, most people that were skeptical about this, they were surprised when we told them what was wrong.
Okay. You could tell, and they.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they know there's something wrong, but they can't put their finger on it, and you can help them get there.
Yeah. For example, when we put the light and I ask the person, do you get up at night to urinate? And they say, oh, yes.
How did you know that?
Yeah. And every question we make, they say, oh, yes. So that's why they believe, because we are targeting the areas.
It's very scientific.
Very, yeah. Yeah.
And where did you get your training for this?
In Bakersfield and also in Rosarito.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then you brought your business to Fresno or Visalia? Where do you do your business?
In Tulare.
Tulare, okay.
In Tulare, yeah.
But you have people from everywhere, all over the state come?
Yes.
Tulare is the center of the state, so wherever you are, you could go to Tulare.
Yeah. In fact, I have people from all USA. They call us and we give the information. They send me the photo of the iris when they cannot come.
Okay.
All the way here. So we check the iris and then we call them and they say, okay, what is wrong with you is this, this, and this. And then they go, oh yeah, that's right.
I feel that.
So we suggest what they can take, the herbs, because we work with only natural.
All natural.
All natural.
And what do you call this? Kind of a holistic approach?
Yes.
Not that I don't trust doctors, but sometimes I think they don't really pinpoint things, and that I like to look for a more holistic approach to things.
Yeah, usually they go by symptoms, and even when they use a lot of technology and stuff like that, it seems like people are not very happy. So when we check the eye and we tell people this is wrong with you and you should take this and that, they can see the difference. They feel a lot better next day.
Right. And they may have a headache or a pain or something, and you don't know where it's originating from. It could be from a major organ malfunction or something like that.
Yeah.
And so look, maybe this technique helps you pin it down.
Oh, yes. Usually a headache or a pain, as you said, those are alarms of the body telling you that you need to do something about what's going on. So when we do the exam, we can see exactly where is the problem coming from. What is the root of the problem?
Now, you say it's mostly the iris, that's the colored part around the pupil.
Yes.
Forgive me for not knowing that.
Yeah.
And it takes different shapes. And
yeah, the tissue, depending on the problem, it takes a different shape or gets kind of, it shows inflammation.
Okay.
It change color. So that's why iris, when you see the iris, some areas are very clear, some others are kind of dark, some others kind of white, showing that there's too much mucus in the area or inflammation.
And it's inflamed. Okay.
Yeah.
Now, what kind of benefits do people have from coming to you and finding these things out?
Well, one of the things we do with iridology is the iridology prevents a problem. Like when you see it, look at the sky, and you see that rain is coming, you cannot prevent the rain to come. But when you see the eye, and then you see inflammation forming or accumulation of toxin forming in the joints, you know that person is going to complain about,
Just a matter of time.
Yeah.
Before they.
Yeah, about the joints, an achy body. She will experiencing a lot of pain.
Now, doctors give medicines when sometimes our body's just lacking in some things we should have anyway. You don't give medicine, right? You help people find what they're missing in their diet and in their body.
Yeah. Usually when we see this, we give nutrition. We help people to get the nutrients they need. The body's starving for this and that, and that's why people, like when you get a stroke or a problem with the face goes one side down, you're missing a lot of minerals. It might be the magnesium or the potassium, depending on the side. And you tell people, okay, you already have your face like that. You're going to take these minerals and these vitamins for this long, and you will go back to normal. Yeah.
Now, in the olden days, people would grow their vegetables and they'd eat them out of the garden, and there was minerals in the ground and you would get them. But now we have mostly processed food, and we're missing out on things we need in our diet.
Yeah, that's why we always suggest the nutrition, like vitamins, minerals, and always we suggest people to get organic stuff. The most they can eat organic, the better for them.
Okay.
To prevent, more chemicals, more toxins in the body.
But through this process of, I can't get the word, iridology, you can maybe see what people are missing and help find their supplement?
Yes. For example, when we see the eye, we can, we see the heart area, we can tell if the person is prone to a heart attack. We can tell that.
Okay. It's coming. Like you said, it's coming. Yeah, the rainstorm is coming.
Yeah. So we tell the person, okay, you should start taking this to prevent this problem. Okay. Oh, yeah, they go, I've been feeling kind of pressure in the area. Or when there's too much cholesterol or triglycerides, we can see it. Yeah.
You can kind of help change their diet and
yes.
what they put into their body and stuff. Now, you talked earlier about the pancreas and the liver.
Yes.
What kind of issues would people have with that?
Well, you see, lately there's a lot of people coming up with fatty liver, with pancreatitis and
things we're eating now.
Yeah,
all the processed junk food we're eating.
And besides that, the chemicals they take for pain or stuff like that affect different organs. And then that's why we always suggest the natural way, because there's no side effects on this.
No side effects for natural stuff.
It's like food for you.
Right.
So you can get well with no side effects.
Now, what about the diabetes? Are you able to detect that?
Oh, yes, yes. And we can prevent that too.
Well, doctors instantly give you medicine. I've always had a theory that you can control diabetes naturally.
That's right. When a person gets diabetes, it has to do because of the way they eat, because of the stress, because of unhappiness. So they lost the sweetness of life. And that's why they get the problem. So when you see them and you suggest for them to take this and this and this, they can see the difference immediately. They stop, getting up all night to urinate, and they sleep better, and they can see better because that sugar in the blood affects the vision too.
Yeah. And I'm not saying anything against doctors. People need to go to the doctor to get well sometimes.
Yes.
But you don't always need medications. There's natural food that is in existence and is not very expensive that you can consume to balance out your problems.
That is correct. And if most people don't check the side effects of the medication they take, so when they come to visit me because they are feeling really dizzy, too much vertigo and stuff like that, then I ask, what are you taking? When I see what they're taking, I put the name, on internet to find out the side effects. Then I tell them, do you know you're taking this and this affecting you here and here and here?
Right.
And then they go, oh, I didn't know. But it's not doctor's fault. It's their fault because they don't read.
They don't read.
Yeah.
When you're consuming something, you better check it out.
Oh, yes.
Now,
yes.
every single medication has a side effect.
Yes.
There's none without a side effect.
Exactly.
But all natural foods, there's no side effect.
No
right?
side effects. It's like your food. You can take them with no problem. Especially if you take the dosage we give, we have the knowledge to give you exactly what you need. If it's a baby, if it's an adult, we give the precise dosage that you need.
Now, a lot of people these days are consuming soda instead of water, and people, when they get thirsty, they say you got to keep hydrated, so drinking the soda. How's that affecting our society?
That's a big mistake, big mistake, because that is affecting your different system. In this case, we're talking about pancreas. That affects pancreas.
The pancreas is the controls the insulin.
Yes.
And that people with diabetes have an out of control pancreas. I understand.
What people don't know is that when you drink a soda, you make your pancreas produce a lot of insulin, a lot to level that sugar in your blood. So when this happens, then you feel shaky. You feel the need for more sweets, and then you get a chocolate.
You're tricking the pancreas, fooling it.
Yes. So when the time, let's say an hour later, people start feeling like very tired, very sleepy.
And they need more soda.
And they need more sweets or carbohydrates.
Now, and there's nothing natural in soda. We're talking about, there's nothing wrong with natural stuff. You can't overdose. You can't, there's no side effects, but soda is all made up, all synthetic.
Just chemicals, yeah.
All chemicals,
that's all. That's why they tell, if you make a test and put in the floor black soda, you're going to make a hole. So what happened in your system,
Now, what about just raw sugar? That's more natural, isn't it?
Raw sugar you can use, not too much, but, moderate. There's no problem if you just eat a little of sugar.
And is that going to start affecting the pancreas and your sugar balance if you eat too much sugar?
Well, as I told you before, you make the pancreas produce more insulin when you eat too much sweets.
More insulin.
Yeah.
So, and that somehow is supposed to balance out. I don't know how all that stuff works. So, this ideology?
Iridology.
Iridology. How long have you been doing that?
27 years.
So you didn't just start. You've seen hundreds and thousands of eyes.
Yes.
And you start seeing things over and over and over.
Yes.
And you know when you see something what it is.
Yeah, that's why this is something I really enjoy, because let's say someone comes to me with a health problem, then I suggest for them to take this program. I know if they take it or if they not, because I can see the same. Then I go, did you finish what I gave you? Oh, no, I didn't have the
You can
time,
tell.
but
You know.
yeah.
You
yeah,
know if they did or not.
exactly.
Now, what you give them, is it like a lot? Is it really complex? And got to take 100 pills a day or something?
No, not that many, but all depends of the problem of the person. There's people like a bomb coming
Yeah.
like a bomb. They have a lot of problems, a lot. And if you think, well, which one should I start with? You don't know which one because there's so many, and every problem is very important
Yeah.
for the person to feel good.
When I take my car to the mechanic, he says, there's 30 different things. I said, well, pick one. I can only afford one now, so can't do them all at
Yeah.
once. So let me ask you this. Who should come see you? A healthy person, a sick person?
Well, someone that doesn't feel good, because we came to this world to enjoy life, to grow, to develop, talking about your values.
Yeah.
And when you're unhappy because of your partner or for whatever, you're affecting your systems. So it is important that you understand that happiness is the key to be healthy.
Okay, that's the first step.
Is the first, yeah. So when you have a headache, when you have a backache, you cannot be happy.
Right.
So if they come, I can find out why they have the problem and how to target.
And
the
a
situation.
backache isn't always from a bad back. It's from something in your life.
Yeah, it can be, that can be related to your kidneys. It can be related to your spine, to stress, for many reasons, or to uric acid, too much uric acid.
Well, I asked you who should come see you, and I feel pretty good. I'm pretty healthy. But I'm that age when things are going to come. They're coming. And it seems to me that healthy people should go see you too.
Yeah, usually it will be good for you to do an exam at least once a year. If you feel good, just an exam to see how's everything going.
But you might be able to make little adjustments, watch this, watch that.
To see if I see something coming, I will tell the person, if you want to prevent diabetes, you should start taking care of this because I can see this and that.
Yeah.
And they
go for like a checkup once a year.
Yes.
Preemptory.
And they can confirm because of the way they feel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, you touched on stress a little bit. What ways can stress affect your body and your life?
Any type of stress affects everything in your body.
Everything.
Any type. It can be work, it can be your house, anything.
But some people think they have some other illness, a bad back or my neck or my head or something, and it's just the stress causing it.
That's right. Usually when you want to run others' life, especially parents wants to run
the life of their kids, sure.
That is very stressful for them and for the kids.
Yeah. Because you can never run somebody else's life. It's always going to be stressful.
But that's a lot of people, especially in our culture, they want to do that. They want their kids to do the same they did when they were young. That's more than impossible.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now, but this sounds more like a psychological approach than just a nutritional approach.
Oh yes, we work with everything.
Okay.
I tell people it is important that you learn how to live, how to go with the flow. Stagnation of energy gives you a lot of problems.
Okay. Yeah.
See, and when you're resisting all the time, give you a lot of problems.
Yeah. And a lot of people are resisting getting healthy. They know they shouldn't eat late at night. They know they shouldn't eat so many fats. They know they shouldn't be drinking soda. They shouldn't be drinking so much coffee or something like that. Maybe that in itself is causing the stress.
That's right.
Yeah.
And when person likes to use drugs or too much alcohol, all those things are affecting little by little. When they cannot walk or to do steps like that because it hurts, it's showing too much accumulation of uric acid already.
Uric acid, yeah.
So I always recommend to drink plenty of water and take the herbs necessary to dissolve the uric acid and get rid of it. Then people start walking again.
So that's
normal.
when somebody runs or works out and they're sore. That's from uric acid?
Yes, it has to do with uric acid.
And you need to get that out of your body.
Yeah. By drinking water, you can help your system very good. Do you know people using a lot of energy drinks?
Mm-hmm.
It's a lot of problem too,
Yeah.
because it's just chemicals.
Mm-hmm.
See?
They do better with just water.
Yes.
Now, my mom is older. She's in her 80s, and she has had trouble stepping up, lifting, going up steps. Maybe that's uric acid.
Okay.
I don't know.
Is that every day?
Yeah.
She feels the same every day?
Yeah.
Is she taking any vitamins?
Nope. No water either.
Oh.
So
yeah.
start flushing
See?
with the water and get the right herbs to help
That's
dissolve
right.
the uric acid.
That's right. And she will be fine. It doesn't matter the age.
Mm-hmm.
Some people say, oh, yeah, well, she's old. No, no. It doesn't matter how old you are. It matters how you think, how you feel, and how much you know your body.
Right. Well, I see now, just talking, I see some people give up and say, this is the way I'm supposed to feel because I'm this age. But that's not true.
It's not true.
Okay.
It's not true. Since my grandmother was old enough for me to say, oh, she's more than 100, well, it's okay if she feels this and that. But she was very healthy all the time. All the time.
And anybody watching could be very healthy too. But they need to reach you somehow. They need to reach out to you. Where should people start to find you? Are you on the internet, or obviously you're on this show, but how do people reach you?
They can call. There's my number is 559-805-2272 or 559-688-2063. We're always in the office.
And that's Sunshine Natural Health.
Sunshine Natural Health, yeah.
Okay, in Tulare.
In Tulare. And we always can answer any question they have. Yeah. And I know sometimes people say, well, I'm ready for a surgery. I don't like surgeries. I think if we got a body like this, it should be like this until you leave this world.
You don't take this out and take that
yeah.
out, move this around.
Yeah. Unless you have an accident and there's no other way but cutting this and that, well, that's something else. But health should be treated. I mean, your body should be treated in the natural way to give you something that won't affect anything else, but will target the problem and get rid of the situation.
Right.
And that's
no
it.
other side effects.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Now, your office, you're just south of Fresno, not even an hour maybe, and you're north of Los Angeles, just less than a couple of hours. And so anybody could get to you from anywhere in the state very easily, or Nevada or something like that.
Yeah, also they just can call me if they cannot come. As I explained before, they can take a picture of the iris and send it to me, so I can tell what's wrong with them. Even they don't tell me what's wrong, they just say they don't feel good, and then when I read the eye, I can tell them, okay, you're not drinking water, and you have a hormone imbalance. You don't have arthritis. Your joints are like that because of a hormone imbalance.
Wow.
Yeah.
Could you imagine how many people are just accepting, well, I must have arthritis, I'll take these pills that, and they don't even need to do that.
And it's not good because any painkiller affects your kidneys, your liver. See?
There's always a side effect.
Oh, yes.
On any. Now, so I'm saying you're close to Fresno, you're close to Los Angeles. You don't have to be close then. Just call Connie and she'll tell you what to do. Send in a picture.
That's right. Yeah. There's too many women dealing with a problem with the hair, losing hair. Some of them says, look, I'm almost with no hair at all. And this is happening since this year, and I don't know what's going on. Usually this has to do with thyroid imbalance, but also when the hormone level is low, very low, that affects your joints. You feel very painful knees, your ankles, or your hips. Any part of your body can hurt. You can have your hair it breaks very easy, or your nails, your skin very dry. That's a hormone imbalance.
Is there a natural way to correct a hormone imbalance?
Yes,
I did not know that.
Yes, with no side effects.
Because it's natural.
Yes. All the herbs that we use are very, very clean. The quality of these herbs is unique.
Very pure.
You can, very pure. You can find herbs in a lot of places and very cheap. But that doesn't mean everything is good for you. So
You need to take the right things.
yeah,
Identify what you have.
To get what you want.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then take what you need to correct.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly.
Now, medications the doctor gives you are so expensive. Like thousands of dollars people are paying a month sometimes. And maybe they could save on that by looking for a more natural approach.
That's right. That is
without
right.
side effects.
Exactly. To get rid of a health problem, there's no other way but the natural way. Eating properly, drinking water properly, 64 ounces a day.
64, wow.
Yeah, that's the normal that you should drink. You should drink. Why? Because 80% of your body is water.
Yep.
So the more water you drink, the more clean is your blood. So more oxygen to your brain to think clear.
There's no other way to get oxygen without drinking water.
Because the blood, when it's toxic, it grabs the oxygen. So you get confused. See?
64 ounces a day. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't know.
That's the normal. Now, I recommend people when they don't like water, I recommend for them to use some lemon in the water or to use the beets in water.
The beads?
Yeah, that's really good. The red ones, you know, if they mix that with water and lemon, it tastes very good.
Lemon can't hurt you.
Not at all.
Sometimes water is just blah. You try to drink it,
Yeah.
just blah. But a drop of lemon changes everything.
Oh, yeah.
Can we dump a bunch of sugar and soda pop in there? No, just water. Okay.
Water. They can use honey or raw sugar, as you
Raw
said.
sugar. Okay.
That will be good.
That's a lot of water to drink every day, but you need to start early. Should people drink water right when they wake up? I've heard a few athletes do that.
It's very good to get up in the morning and drink, let's say, like this glass of warm water with half of a lemon.
Okay.
It's
Warm.
really good.
Not ice cold water.
No. Warm water. It's very good for your liver to make it work good.
Get it jump started in the morning.
Yes.
Now, I've heard people say that your body's full of water and it runs out of water. Just think of it as refilling it with water. Refill your body with water. So.
That's right.
Yeah.
That is right.
And the hot weather's going to come up. Do we need to drink more water?
Yeah. Well, 64 ounces a day is good. And if people need more, they can drink more. The body is very smart.
It'll tell you.
It will tell you that needs more.
Yeah.
And when people look a lot for a soda or a sweet drink, the body is telling you that pancreas is not working very good, that the mineral chromium is needed in your body. When you take chromium, you stop looking for sweets or for sodas or stuff like that.
Now, I've heard of some people drinking like apple cider vinegar.
Oh,
things
that's
like
very good.
Yeah. Why is that good?
That is very good because help you get rid of the uric acid, help you
Uric
clean
acid's a
your
big deal.
kidneys.
Okay. It'll just stay in your muscles for a long time if you don't get rid of it somehow, right?
That's right. And you feel good with it. In fact, you feel energetic when you drink the apple cider vinegar with honey and lemon.
Okay.
Oh,
And you just
feels
buy
so
that
good.
at the store?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Apple cider vinegar and little lemon and honey.
And there's one that it says organic. That's the best one
Organic, yeah.
to use.
It's always the best, huh?
Yeah.
It's pure and without chemicals, probably.
Yeah, they can use a tablespoon in the cup of water. It's excellent.
Okay. Now, let's say somebody does travel to your shop there in Tulare. What will they find?
Well, you mean in the store?
You don't know where if they go to your place in
Yeah.
Tulare. Is it just the examination? Are they able to get some herbs there?
They can get the herbs there, or they can order from the company.
Okay.
The way they want to do it is okay, and they can do the exam, or they just can ask questions. You know. Also, we do the detox through the feet.
Yeah, I've heard of that before.
Yeah, we put the feet in warm water, and we connect the machine in your wrist, and you start releasing a lot of toxin through your feet. You can tell. Oh my God!
Well, I did not believe in that at first, and I did it, and I said, "What did you dump something in there?" They go, "No, that's
It
coming
looks
out of your
like-
body. It's the colors.
Yeah,
different
yeah.
colors.
Yeah.
Do different colors mean different things?
Yes. Yes.
Different toxins in your body.
Different. When you see too much greenish and kind of dark green, it has to do with your liver. You know, and when it's a kind of orange, it has to do with your joints, it has to do with your pancreas. When it's yellow, it has to do with your kidneys.
Okay.
You know, different colors will tell you about different areas.
And a lot of stuff can go out through your feet.
Yes.
Yeah. So it's the eyes and the feet. There's all these things that have been around for hundreds of years, right? That people have known about.
Yes. Yeah, because also the bottom of your feet or your hands, when you don't feel good and you start massaging the area, any area, and you feel the pain there,
Mm-hmm.
it's telling you where is this area connected to.
Right.
You know, what is wrong with you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, so the eyes, the feet, and we're talking about historically, people have figured this stuff out hundreds and hundreds of years ago.
Oh, yeah.
Doctors may know it too, but there's a lot of money in medicine, but they can only make money if you're sick.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not saying doctors try to make us sick, but
No,
sometimes
no.
they could see patient after patient after patient after patient, spend 2 minutes on each patient. Here, you take this, you take this, you take this.
Mm-hmm.
The doctors make a lot of money. The drug companies make a lot of money.
Oh.
But before you get into that, maybe you should look at something more natural.
Well, drug companies are the ones making the money, not the doctors,
Right.
but the companies. The pharmaceuticals are the ones making the money. See, and that's why if you look for information about the person who discovered iridology, like Ignaz von Pixley, in 1826, he discovered this playing with an owl.
There's this picture.
Yeah. He discovered that because he was playing with an owl that get
An
into
owl.
his he got into his room, and playing with him he broke the leg, and so he could see the line in the eye immediately.
Oh, the owl broke his leg.
Yeah.
And he could see something in the owl's
Yeah.
eye, and there's some connection.
Yes.
Wow.
So that's why he got curious and started searching information about this and that. Very interesting if you read all the information about him.
Yeah, that's fascinating. Let me ask you about this, because the first thing they hit everybody with when they get my age, they say you have high blood pressure.
No, there's no reason to be sick because we reached the 100 years doesn't mean that we have to be sick. Absolutely no.
Right.
No.
And can high blood pressure be handled naturally?
Yes. High blood pressure, it has to do with the dirty blood. It has to do with the kidneys being kind of dirty. The filters are not clean enough to release toxins. So when those toxins runs into your bloodstream, then you get the blood pressure high.
Right.
Especially if you're a nervous person or reactive person, your blood sugar can go up easy.
One thing I found was that once a person goes to the doctor and gets on the blood pressure medicine, they never get better. They never go off it the rest of their life. And there's plenty of side effects to that medicine. Your blood gets thin, and you get the bruises all over you and stuff like that.
Yes.
But I've heard many times there's more holistic or natural approach to handle that.
Yeah. Well, even when you eat garlic, we don't recommend the fresh garlic because of the juice is kind of it irritates the wall of the stomach. So we recommend the garlic that is dry.
Dried garlic.
Yeah, and that help you with your blood pressure.
Okay.
Also, the horsetail is very good for your kidneys.
Horsetail.
Horsetail.
What is that?
It's an herb.
It's not the tail of a horse.
No,
Okay.
no. And it's very good for many things, to help you. It's a diuretic. It helps with your bones, with your skin, your hair, your nails.
Well, that reminds me, especially women, when they get older, they get the bones start going, I forget the term, but
Okay. That is very, very important to target because that has to do with a hormone imbalance.
okay.
So you don't absorb the calcium properly.
So you don't want to wait till you're 80 to start dealing with it. You want to start
That's
earlier.
right. That's why I always recommend a formula like a master gland to help all your glands to work properly.
And this is all natural stuff.
Yes.
It's out there, and it's not that expensive.
Yes.
Way cheaper than medicines.
Yeah.
Now, I want to keep coming back to the stress and stuff like that. People tend to hold on to things for their whole life. They can't let go of stuff.
That's a big, big mistake too, because if we learn how to deal with life, and let go the past, if we start living from here ahead, we are free. And we can enjoy life, we can be healthy. But if we are thinking about what happened 3 years ago, 10 years ago, and we still say, I won't forgive this person.
Right.
Who are you damaging to? Who are harming to? Just to yourself. See, a person that keeps, that is very resentment affects the joints very easy.
So you got the past people worry about, and they won't let go of. You got the future they worry about.
Yeah. You cannot worry about anything, neither the past, neither the future. You just need to enjoy life moment to moment. You haven't buy the next minute of life. You don't know about that.
Right.
So why to worry about it?
You got to live in the moment.
That's right.
Yeah.
That is right.
Now, how do people get there? Do you help them get there? It's hard to let go of the past. You can't just tell somebody, let go of the past and it's gone.
Well, when people go to my office, if necessary, I work with them about how to let go. There's a lot of help.
There's techniques to letting go?
Yes.
Okay. I don't
Yes.
know them, but
Yeah.
anybody could learn them.
Yeah, I always ask for help to one of my partners about the Sedona method. Is one of the
Sedona
techniques
method?
is one of the techniques to let go the past, and you feel free. After that, you feel you can breathe more deep, and you feel free.
You feel healthy. Instantly, you're more healthy.
Yes.
Just from letting go of the past and living in the moment and not being so stressed about the future. The future's going to come no matter what. Why worry
That's
about
right.
it? Yeah.
And I noticed that when a person is with a hormone imbalance, can be a man or a woman, the stress level is very high. So that's why I always recommend when a woman is over 40, I recommend for them to take a formula of herbs to balance the hormones.
Okay.
So they can feel different, they can feel happy, they can enjoy life better.
Because things, if you don't, things start stacking up. The bones,
Yeah.
the joints, the you start hunching over. Everything just
Yeah.
starts going. You don't have to go there.
No.
Is it too late for anybody? Is it ever too late?
No. It's never late. They can always start from fresh, from now ahead. And they will see how life changed for them.
Life can change.
You never give up because you've been dealing with this situation for years. It doesn't mean that there's no answer for you. There's an answer for you. It's a matter of you give us a call. We can tell you how to do it.
I've learned this in my life. I'm an expert on a few little things. I'm not an expert on health and nutrition and things like that. So I'm one that likes to go and find somebody with a lot of experience, an expert in that. You've got your expertise in what you do. And people should go talk to Connie Altamirano. You can call her, right? Just call Connie.
Yeah,
and I think we're
that's
putting the
right.
phone number up. Is there a website or something they can go to find out more?
Yes, my NSP.com.
NSP.com.
But they can call me.
Or Sunshine Natural Health
Yeah. also.
Healthline.
Yeah.
SunshineNaturalHealthline.com.
That's
But
right.
just call up Connie. She'll talk to you, right?
Yeah.
You
that's
take the
right.
calls yourself?
Yes.
Or you have a whole bunch of secretaries? Or
No. I just have someone helping me,
it's mostly Connie.
but most of the time I do it. Yeah.
If you're feeling bad, if you're feeling aches and pains, they may be coming from someplace you don't even realize they're coming from, go talk to Connie. But I like the other idea. If you're feeling pretty darn good, it's just a matter of time before you don't. In today's diets, what we eat, what we open the instant food, drinking the sodas and the coffee, we're all on the road to bad health. So
That's right.
talk to Connie before you get there. Anything else we should talk about today?
Well, this is most that I wanted to share with the English-speaking people. I hope I can help them. I try the best I can with English because it's not my language, but I'll do my best on helping them.
Yeah. By the way, your English is very good.
Oh, thank you.
Now, we're going to do this every week or every other week? Every week or so?
Yeah, I'm planning to do that.
Now, tell me that in Spanish, this show's on every week in Spanish, Una Hora de Salud con Connie. But in English, what's it going to be called?
Staying healthy with Connie.
Staying Healthy with Connie. So tune in. By the way, if you don't know when this show's going to be on, or you have some questions, or you didn't get Connie's number, call us right here at Central Valley Talk. I'll give you Connie's direct number if that's okay.
Yeah,
Your
sure.
English is very good, by the way.
Oh, thank you.
Well, listen, we're going to take off for this week, but check it back next week. This show is on every single week. Sometimes it's a rerun from a week or two before, but every week at this time right here on Central Valley Talk, and in Spanish, Nuestro Valle Central.
Good.
All righty.
Thank you.
Thank you. We'll see you next
Mike.
week. All righty.
Thank you much.
CentralValleyTalk.com